Alright, Lines, so the end of month banner for the month of November has officially been announced. We already know what it is because it did get teased a few days ago. A Christmas Ninny and also Noel. Hopefully a third character because that's a big deciding factor whether I want to summon on this banner. But from the tease that we did get, I like the designs thus far. So hopefully this is going to be a pretty good banner. Alright then, so here we go. Wait, hold on. Hold on, it's Ninny and Osushi? Noel and Osushi? That's kind of funny. It's a 2-character banner, but that's kind of funny. Does this mean they are coming with 2 killers? Probably not, right? But that was kind of funny because 2 days ago when we did get the teaser trailer, we were like saying like, you know, there's 3 character portraits. They're clearly showing Osushi. Clearly now it was part of Noel's artwork, but I do find it funny that Osushi is part of both of the characters, and the artwork and designs right now look really good. The thing is, though, it is a 2-character banner unless the rates are a tad bit higher. Both of them are speed. That is now 2 times in a row where we had 2 characters in a banner and they're both the same attribute, which is kind of weird. But I guess one of them is going to be a melee or a ranged no affiliation killer, and one of them is going to be a melee Quincy killer. So scrolling down, first up, let's have a look at Ninny and Osushi, melee strong attack character. SA2 is a superior strong attack 2. All attacks can inflict paralysis plus. Her EX move is a sweep attack and also heal. Quincy killer plus. Strong attack recharge at 14%. EX go is 30% berserker. And she got frenzy plus free everywhere. Ninny right now is 2 for 2 on a really solid unit. Bombardment plus 1. Weaken resistance. She has a team party buff, which is a 30% strong attack damage for no affiliation characters. That's actually significantly higher compared to what we normally get. Normally, team buffs like that are 20%, and then you also do have the more damage at full stamina. Paralysis Plus is, in general, going to be a really good stat summon to have. But the thing is, right, this character, in a way, is supposed to compete with end-of-year Quincy Ichigo. And right now, I'm not sure she is going to be able to. I mean, obviously, she will have attribute advantage against the final boss, the EX waves. And then, to be fair, damage-wise, it is looking good. You have the, basically, what, 50... 80% berserker, 30% more damage at full stamina. Let's just say 100% more damage on top of the frenzy free, on top of the SP boost, on top of the EX move, on top of the more damage to paralyzed enemies. But other than the 200% resistance, I don't think she's going to out DPS Quincy Ichigo. I'd be gladly wrong. But again, the thing with Quincy Ichigo is that he is a heart character, so he's never going to have attribute disadvantage when compared to Kenpachi 2 weeks ago with Aizen. You know, Aizen had the advantage of being a power character against technique enemies. With Ichigo, you really can't nerf him, but I mean, I'm a Ninny fan. I'm liking that Ninny got another good character, but at the same time, is that a bit greedy? Is Noel not going to be as good? Let's find out. She's a Nat character. Damn. They have a clear bias towards Ninny. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm not going to lie. Again, I'm more of a Ninny fan here, but she's actually a mini normal attack damage character for the Quincy week. So you pretty much have 2 characters here that want to be used in the same banner, same team. So we're kind of seeing something similar here when they tried to replace Grammy, the 9th anniversary version. They released Zombie Toshiro and also Rangiku in the same banner with the idea they are supposed to work together, and we're probably seeing the same thing here. So Noel, merely normal attack damage character. Her SA2 is a boost and heal. Her SA3 is a barrier and also boost. Or barrier, I believe is what they are calling it. All attacks except her SA2 and SA3 can inflict paralysis plus, Quincy killer plus, no attack damage at 30%, while the EX goal is damage taken and also no attack damage. In this case, you are getting flurry plus free everywhere. You're getting a speed attribute no affiliation plus 40% damage, awfully specific, but that is actually pretty good because it will work with a character like Swimsuit Masaki for the most part. And then you're also offering 30% more special move damage on top of 20% more strong attack damage, and that is to everyone. So that is actually going to stack with Ninny, because Ninny is specifically no affiliation strong attack damage. So this 20% side should stack, and then you also have the weaken resistance. So looking pretty good. And no EX move here. Noel, let's see what we have here. 5 plus 3, 80% bruiser, 40% more damage. All these team buffs with the team boost SA2, barrier on the SA3. It's a good Nad unit. It's a good Nad unit. I'm not sure how I feel right now with the idea that it's a 2-character banner, with the idea that both of them are supposed to be used together in the same Guild Quest phase. But in a way, that just goes to show how good Ichigo is as a character, that it's taken 2 Burn the Witch units to try and power creep him. The question is, though, will they be able to get a higher score? Probably. They definitely will have an easy time in the EX stage. But right now, the only thing that would have changed, again, would be include a 3rd character. Would have liked to have seen a Christmas Balgo or also Bruno. But also, I think Noel should have been the better character of the 2. Because again, last swimsuit banner that we did get, Ninny was the, best character in the banner. A really good unit. And Noel was a GQ character, not really the best damage output for the most part outside of GQ. So I feel like this could have been a good time for Noel fans to get a really good character. But I guess it shows their bias right now that they do think Ninny is the more popular unit and the one deserving of a better character. As expected though, when it comes to the Philippo, it is just old Burn the Witch characters. Now that can be a good or a bad thing. It really depends on have you summoned on this banner before. Because if you never pulled on a Burn the Witch banner, granted we just have one like 2-3 months ago, you know, it's pretty good that you can collect a bunch of old rare units, right? Like the Burn the Witch units. But then if you are someone that has always pulled on Burn the Witch characters, these units right here aren't really going to offer much. They're good collector's items, but from a meta standpoint, none of them is really used anymore, maybe besides Macy, and at that point you're kind of stretching it. So right now, before we do see the gameplay, I am liking the designs for both Noel and Osushi here. I actually don't mind now that they have gotten technically remakes, new designs, but you know, technically it's another Christmas Ninny and Noel. I really like the idea that both of them are included in Osushi here. I think that's a really nice touch. But one thing again with both of them being speed units is that you kind of are encouraged to pull both of them. In a way, pulling one of them might not actually be enough. So, for example, if you do pull Noel, she's going to be a good Nad character. Will you use her alongside Ichigo? I'm not entirely too sure. But the way Noel is working right now is that she just wants to buff Ninny. So if you don't have Ninny, then Noel is only like half of the unit. In a way, it's, even though it's not really the same thing, but in a way, it's kind of like you're pulling 2 units for the price of 1. Which I think is a big ask right now before an end of year banner. But with that said, let's have a look at the gameplay. Looking at the full art right now, this might actually be one of my favorite Christmas designs of all time. The artwork is super cozy. Again, love that Osushi is there. The design itself is actually really cool. So at least compared to the original Christmas Ninny, I definitely do prefer this one. So would like to have the character, but I don't know. Oh, hold on. Is Osushi just behind both of them? That'd be kind of cute. He's just flying. The jacket's nice. Hello, Osushi's here, though. We literally have him in a cup, too. This, I would hope, is actually going to be a familiar? Maybe in the point event? Because the model's there. But then again, it's with the character, right? Alright then, so let's see the gameplay. So Strong Attack 1 potentially is going to be a beam forward, pretty good to have. Maybe not, I don't know. Because again, you want to use her in GQ. So SA2 is a team boost, sorry, a lunge forwards. And the SA4 is a full screen. I know Sushi's eating. That's cute. I actually do like, I like the characters, but I don't think I'm going to be summoning. Again, 2 character banner. I think I'm fine using Ichigo. I can't believe I'm going to say I might skip a Burn the Witch banner, but I do actually like the designs here. Yeah, look at Osushi. He's adorable. He's adorable. This is basically an Osushi banner. So the kit is alright. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm sure with Noel, the damage output here is going to be really good. Regardless, too. Frenzy plus 3, the Berserker, and damage the power that she has is going to be good, too. Good, consistent status inflictions. What quest is this, though? Why is there slow pulls? Bit weird.
Finally, she has 20 killer.
And then in GQ, again, they are using this particular team with Ririka. I'm not sure about using Ririka. I think at that point, you'd rather just bring Swimsuit Misaki for the idea of just boosting their damage output by an additional like 20%, pretty much. But again, this team should be pretty good.
Here are the normal attacks.
So close look at the attacks.
The normal attacks are a string of 4 melee attacks.
So close to look at the attacks. Nat string's alright. Usually the nat string for characters like this are always like ribbon effects, right?
Now for the strong attacks. Strong attack.
And what is that SA1?
Straight ahead.
She's putting out a plate of foods, I guess.
Here is the second strong attack.
SA2, again lunge forward. Visually it looks pretty fun. I like that Osushi's spinning around her. No, Osushi's actually in the cup too. That's actually pretty funny.
The third strong attack.
And then the SA3, her sitting down, eating with Osushi, and it's actually like the Osushi cup, like right in the screen. It's kind of cool.
Finally,
so I'm liking it. Let's see the special animation. Okay. He's going for the food. A POV of Osushi. That's cute. That's cute. Osushi's adorable. I like it. And you see his little paw. And he's just munching. And then that's basically the artwork. That's alright. That's right. It's more of a sushi than Ninny in the solo animation. But again, it is Ninny and Osushi, not just Ninny.
For Noel and Osushi.
Alright, design-wise, looking pretty good. Again, references to the, what do you call it? The dragons for both Ninny and also Noel. And, you know, Sushi is basically just
she is a speed
sabotaging. the decorations. And in this case, Noel is holding Osushi. I like that it is actually different between both characters. And at the same time, Osushi does have a different design for both units too. Alright, then so in gameplay, Osushi is actually flying alongside a very similar to Ninny. In terms of nurturing right here, she's actually attacking with the... I think the dragon's called Woodsworth. And there might be another one. But is that a Christmas tree? I guess the idea with this character is that she is decorating a Christmas tree. Like the green that she has going on compared to Ninny's red does work well. The designs are different. And again, I really like that Osushi is actually part of the gameplay here. For me right now, the best part of this banner is the Osushi. I'm going to be honest. So as a Nad unit, she's going to be good here. I would have preferred ranged, but again, the idea is you do want to use her in the midi Quincy GQ. But she's going to be another good Nad unit. At least she doesn't have restricted GQ skills. It's straight up flurry +3. You have the boost, you have the barrier, you have the heal. Overall good stuff that we are seeing with a lot of Nad characters. Flurry +3, super high bruiser. Overall good Nad unit. Overall. She might actually be better than the last Noel that we did get, despite her being a Nad unit, which is kind of surprising, right? And then being used in Guild Quest, I guess the paralysis, I don't think she has an increased chance, right? Doesn't matter though, to be fair. Ninny will be inflicting all the paralysis. But with Ninny's kit, I'm not sure how good that's going to be, because with Ichigo, even as great as he is, his lunge, beam isn't really ideal in GQ runs when you're trying to go for like super fast play times. But real quick with Noel, nurturing looking pretty good. I do like the final hit there with the Christmas tree. SA1 groups everyone together. Looks like Osushi is being packaged in a in presents. That's kind of cool. SA2 is another Christmas tree. Maybe this time it's actually fully decorated. I don't see Osushi anywhere though. Where's Osushi in that SA2? Maybe it's just a bad angle. And on the SA3, kind of cool that the barrier here does actually have the two dragons spinning around her. But I'm trying to look out for Osushi. I don't think I see Osushi.
Finally, a special move.
There we go. Soul animation. Let's see it. Uh-oh. He's tangled up. I like it. I like it. I think I'm skipping. I do like the idea, though. I actually really like that both of them are actually using Osushi here. Again, designs I think are pretty good, but right now it's a 2-character banner right before an end-of-year banner. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think for the most part, since they're both technically designed for GQ, right, I'm maybe fine just using Ichigo. Be definitely less ideal, but I can get by using him. So with that and the fact that I pretty much have most Burn the Witch characters here max transcended, besides the Halloween ones, but I feel like right now, my plan with these 2 characters, I would rather just wait for them to become fillers with, or more so, these characters and the swimsuit characters just get put in the same banner. I mean, that might be a while before that ever does happen. And these are Burn the Witch units, so, you know, they are going to be, you know, gone for quite some time. I might do the discounts, might go to 5 steps just to test my luck and try and get something. Because I do like Burn the Witch as an IP, and I do like what these characters, at least visually, look like from a Christmas celebration banner. But at the same time, like mentioned when we got the teaser, I'm right now more focused on canon characters. I want core 3 of Blood War character. I want a Bankai Shuntri, right? So right now, I only have a decent amount of votes, 4.2k. And if I summon on this banner, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, you know, gather up 5,500 orbs for end of year. So this might be actually a pretty decent banner to actually skip, as crazy as it is, because it is a Burn the Witch banner. But again, it being 2 characters so close to the end of the year, even though the characters look pretty cute, again, loving that Osushi is there, I think I'd rather not summon on this banner. But let me know what you'd like to think about the characters in the comments below. Maybe if there was a 3rd character here, I would have done a bit more summons. Or maybe because it is 2 characters here, Noel and Osushi, Ninny and Osushi, would have been cool if they had 2 killers. Because that was kind of like the thing with double team units. Technically, this is like a double team character, a tag team. Because there is 2 names here. When Balgo had that, he had 2 killers, right? But either way, hope you liked and enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.